I'm Drew, and I'm the discipleship pastor at Hulen Street Church, and I want to welcome you to serving in our children's ministry. If this is your first time serving, or if you've served here for a very long time, we're excited that you're here and that you want to have a kingdom impact on the lives of our children. I want to take a few minutes with you to walk through how you can more effectively serve our children here on Kids Street. How I would like to start is to begin by talking about how volunteers are scheduled. Volunteers are scheduled either during the growth group hour, which is from 9:15 to 10:40, or during the ETC hour, which is from 10:40 until noon. During the growth group hour, we've had 1 or 2 teachers serving every week in the same classrooms, and that has given our children great consistency. But what we want to work towards is toward volunteer sustainability. So what we are doing during the growth group hour is we are having 2 positions. We are having a lead teacher position and a support teacher position. If you're a lead teacher, you're in charge of teaching the lesson and being that consistent face for the kids to see every time they come in. A lead teacher position is made up of 2 teachers who will alternate. So one of those 2 teachers are going to be there every week. Usually they will alternate 2 Sundays on, 2 Sundays off, and there will be 1 lead teacher every Sunday. We have done this so that the teachers that serve during the growth group hour can find their own growth group. So if you are a teacher, lead teacher, support teacher, I want to encourage you, on the Sundays you're not teaching, make an effort to find and connect to a growth group if you haven't already. That's the whole purpose in doing what we've done with the first hour in scheduling. The support teacher position will be filled by 4 volunteers, and those volunteers will work once every 4 Sundays. And the support teachers are there just to give support, help, whatever the lead teachers need. For those of you that are serving during the second hour, during the ETC hour that runs from 10:40 until noon, it's very simple. There are no lead teachers or support teachers. A lot of times volunteers serve in pairs, and you will serve once every 4 to 6 weeks. And the whole point of what you're teaching the children during that hour, you're reinforcing what they've learned during the first hour. So you're not necessarily teaching a lot. You are reminding them, you're reinforcing them, and you're having fun with them, building relationships with them. Of course, there's going to be times when you're going to have a scheduling conflict or you're going to have an emergency absence. One of the things I would like to cover is what you're supposed to do when you have a scheduling conflict and you cannot make it when you are scheduled. It's very easy. It's lined out on your schedule already, and it breaks out in 3 easy steps. The first is switch. Your contact list is on your schedule. Call your team or email your team and see if there's anybody that can switch with you. The second step is to sub. If no one can switch with you on your team, you contact me. My phone number is listed, and you can email me, drew@hulenstreet.com, and I will give you 2 to 3 substitutes that fit your team, and you will call them and try to get them to substitute. When a switch or substitute is made, you're on to the 3rd step, and that is schedule. You need to let me know when that switch or that substitution has been made so that on Sunday morning, nobody's surprised. Now, enough about scheduling. I would like to take you through the classroom and what we're going to be doing actually on a Sunday morning. A question I get all the time is, Drew, what should I do to prepare for the classroom? It's very simple. It's different for each hour. So during the first hour, the growth group hour from 9:15 to 10:40, you will have curriculum already in your hands. If you are a lead teacher, you should have a book. If you are a support teacher, you should not have a book, but that lead teacher is going to be preparing the lesson. So just come prepared to support them in any way you can. If you are serving during the second hour, the ETC hour, you will receive a PDF of your curriculum in your email about a week before you are supposed to serve. This will serve as your reminder, and it will also be your curriculum. When you are looking through your curriculum, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me. My phone number is listed on the schedule, and my email address is drew@hulenstreet.com. Now I'd like to cover what happens when a child gets hurt. Children are playful, and sometimes they're not that careful, and so they are going to get hurt. The question is, what are you going to do when it happens? We have 3 easy steps to follow. The first is to react. When you see a child fall, when you see a child get hurt, get cut, skin a knee, react. Go and give proper attention to the child. Don't let them cry it out, so react to their injury. The second is to respond. If you see a child that is injured seriously, any injury having to do with the neck, a broken bone, severe trauma to the eyes, nose, and throat, or a massive blood loss, when you see those kinds of incidents, don't try to fix the situation. Leave them where they are. Go get a porch volunteer, and that porch volunteer will know to contact the parents, will know when to call 911 if we need to, and to contact me. And so if you are in a classroom and a child gets injured, the first thing you should do is react and give proper attention. The second thing you should do is respond correctly. And the third is to report. No matter what kind of injury happens, we would like for you to fill out an injury report, and we're going to show you what that looks like. The form that you fill out is very thorough, so please fill it all out, sign it and date it at the bottom so that we can know everything that happened, and always let the parents know whenever they come to pick up the child, regardless of the level of injury. Now I would like to talk to you quickly about what to do when a child is misbehaving. There's all different kinds of personalities, and so misbehavior is going to happen. The question is, what are you going to do about it, and what do we expect you to do about it? The first thing that I want you to do is watch. Watch to see if a child is misbehaving. Try to catch them in the act. Don't just go off of someone else tattling. Try to see it yourself. And maybe if you do see it, try to see it a second time. Now, if it's severe, obviously you should stop it immediately. But if you can, try to watch for it yourself. The second thing you should do is warn. Try to warn them. Give them one warning, depending on the behavior. If they are punching a kid in the face, don't give them a warning. Skip to the third step. But if it's anything that really isn't injuring another child severely, try to give them a warning or two warnings, depending on how severe it is and depending on the child. And then if they still misbehave, the third course of action is to ask them to wait outside and to connect them up with a porch volunteer. What we don't want to do is to go get a parent from the service just because their child is misbehaving for a small incident. What we want to do is let the porch volunteers be a buffer and to help them get the child to refocus and calm down and act appropriately in the classroom. So watch, warn, and wait outside. Guys, there's also some things that I want to let you know about that are going to be happening this summer. So for volunteers and for parents alike, I want both of you to know that we are going to be conducting a vacation Bible school at night this summer from June 6th through June 10th. It's a Monday through Friday. And it will be for those graduating kindergarten through those that have graduated 6th grade. And so if you're interested in that, there will be more information coming soon. If you would like to volunteer with that, you can email me, drew@hulenstreet.com. Also, later in the summer, we have something called Kids Camp, and that is going to be from July 11th through the 15th. Again, that's a Monday through a Friday. And that's going to be a great chance for kids to have a great camp experience, learn about the Lord, and make new friends. If you are watching this video and you've sat all the way through, you have completed your training, and I appreciate the time that you've sat down and listened to this and maybe even taken notes. If you have any more questions, please feel free to call me or email me, drew@hulenstreet.com. Again, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for taking the time to get trained up to serve on Kid Street and help our children know the Lord better.